The night was quiet. King Vikramaditya, strong and brave, walked steadily along the path. On his shoulders hung Betal, the skeletal spirit, with mischievous smile. Betal said, O King Vikram, are you ready for another tale that tests your wisdom? King Vikramaditya calmly said, Speak, Betal. I am ready to answer correctly. Betal started the story. Long back ago, in a kingdom named Chandrapur, there lived a young prince named Arjun. Arjun was courageous, honest, and deeply loved by the people. The king, his father, was proud, ambitious, and always seeking power. The kingdom's prosperity depended on an ancient ritual every 10 years. This ritual required a young prince to offer himself to the sacred fire for the safety of the land. Many feared this tradition, but Arjun accepted it bravely. He believed the people's welfare was more important than his own life. He said to the king, O father, I will do what is needed to protect our kingdom. The king, proud but conflicted, nodded silently, understanding the gravity. The queen wept quietly, holding Arjun's hand, but Arjun reassured her, Mother, do not fear. My heart is brave and my spirit is strong. Soldiers prepared the sacred altar, decorated with flowers and golden lamps. Priests chanted prayers, calling upon the gods to bless the kingdom. The people gathered, eyes filled with hope and sorrow. Arjun walked towards the altar, unshaken with dignity in his steps. He looked at the golden flames, thinking of his family and kingdom. Meanwhile, a hermit from a distant land arrived secretly at the ceremony. The hermit was wise, calm, and compassionate, with eyes full of understanding. He observed the ritual, noticing the prince's courage and selflessness. As Arjun stood near the fire, the winds shifted, carrying whispers of the god. The hermit softly said, O prince, your heart is noble. The ritual may be avoided if a test of wisdom is passed. Arjun asked, What must I do, O wise hermit? The hermit explained a riddle that would determine the prince's fate. A king once demanded truth over everything, even life. You must answer wisely. Arjun listened carefully with focused mind. The flames rose higher as the priest awaited the ritual's continuation. Suddenly, a mystical and gentle voice echoed from the fire. Arjun bowed humbly and listened to the divine instructions. The people watched, unsure of what would happen next. The hermit smiled, noticing Arjun's calmness and intelligence. Bravery alone cannot save, wisdom must guide, he whispered. The king, observing his son, felt pride but also fear for his life. Prince Arjun closed his eyes for a moment, praying for guidance and clarity. He opened his eyes, speaking with conviction. I am ready to do what is right, not just what is demanded. The hermit nodded approvingly, knowing the test had begun. Priests watched as the prince spoke and uncertain of the outcome. The ritual flames flickered, responding to the prince's courage. To save the kingdom without bloodshed, you must show insight and truthfulness, the hermit said. Arjun considered the hermit's words carefully, thinking of every possible choice. He said to the king, O father, allow me to speak with the people and the priests first. The king hesitated, but the prince's firm gaze convinced him. Prince Arjun stepped forward, addressing the crowd with calm authority. My dear people and courtiers, my life is not mine alone. It belongs to the people I serve. The villagers and soldiers, moved by his bravery, listened intently. We can preserve the kingdom without sacrifice if honesty and wisdom guide us. The priests, surprised by the prince's insights, and whispered among themselves. The hermit encouraged Arjun silently, giving him strength. The prince clearly said, the ritual is meant to protect the kingdom, not to harm the innocent. Flames danced but did not consume him, as if testing his resolve. O prince, what do you propose? The king asked with curiosity and fear. Prince Arjun replied firmly, let us offer devotion and honesty instead of blood. Let the people's faith be the sacrifice. The priests pondered the words, recognizing truth and courage. The hermit asked aloud that can wisdom alone save a kingdom? Then Arjun knelt, bowed to the golden flames, and offered his prayers. The winds stilled, and a divine calm descended over the palace grounds. The gods have heard your heart, O young prince, the hermit said. The king, astonished, realized his son had preserved both life and honor. Soldiers and villagers cheered quietly, respecting the prince's wisdom. The queen embraced her son, tears of relief streaming down her face. My brave son, you have saved us all, the queen whispered. Arjun smiled humbly. I only followed what was right and true. The hermit stepped forward, praising the prince's judgment. Courage is noble, but wisdom and virtue triumph above all, he said. The king, proud but humbled, acknowledged his son's greatness. From now on, the kingdom will honor truth over tradition, he declared. The villagers were rejoiced, grateful for their prince's insights and bravery. Arjun walked among the people, teaching them kindness and fairness. Soldiers learned to respect life and wisdom, inspired by the prince. The sacred fire calmed, golden light radiating over the kingdom. O Father, honesty and courage guide a kingdom better than fear, Arjun said. The king nodded, feeling both pride and humility. The hermit blessed Arjun, giving him a scroll of wisdom to guide his future reign. The prince accepted it humbly, promising to lead with justice. Arjun's legend spread far and wide, inspiring other kingdoms. The hermit departed quietly, leaving behind a kingdom of peace and learning. The sacred fire remained now a symbol of wisdom, not sacrifice. Arjun continued to serve humbly, never forgetting the lessons of courage and wisdom. The king learned to listen and value guidance over pride. Arjun became a symbol of selfless leadership for generations. The hermit's words echoed in the minds of all. Wisdom and truth save more than valor alone. Arjun walked through the palace halls with grace and humility. The kingdom thrived with peace, prosperity, and fairness. The golden fire became a beacon of enlightenment for the kingdom. Villagers expressed gratitude for life, freedom, and justice. The kingdom of Chandrapur became a model for others, and thus peace, justice, and wisdom reigned throughout the land. Betal stopped the story and floated near King Vikramaditya. He said, O King Vikram, tell me, was Arjun's life saved because of courage or wisdom? Who truly guided the kingdom to peace? The ritual, the prince, or the hermit? And if the prince had refused, what would have been the consequence? Speak wisely, O King Vikram, or else the truth shall haunt you forever. King Vikramaditya replied, the prince's wisdom saved the kingdom. Courage alone would have led to death. It was Arjun's insight and honesty, guided by the hermit, that prevented bloodshed. Had the prince refused without wisdom, the kingdom would have suffered fear and loss. Betar laughed, satisfied with the answer of King Vikram. flew back into the forest, and disappeared into the night. True bravery combines courage with wisdom and honesty. Leadership is about selfless action guided by virtue, not blind traditions. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Hind.